Hello everybody, a warm welcome to Wisdom from North, the place for accelerated inner growth and empowerment. I'm Janneke and today I'm very excited to be here with Adrienn Light. Adrienn had an experience in 2016 where her physical body was transformed into a light body. And ever since then, she has been living on light, as she calls it, living a breatharian lifestyle. She's also a channel, an energy healer, and a medium. And today we will learn more about what living on light means. Hello, Adrienn. How are you today?
Hi, Annika. Thank you so much. So good. Thank you.
I'm very excited about connecting with you, Adrienn, and speaking about this topic because it's something I know very little about.
Wow, that is time.
Yes. And I've had one interview before about the breatharian lifestyle. So I have heard of it, but at that time, I had never heard of it before. But I would like to, let's just, before we go into your story and how this happened, learn the expression and the definition of a light body, because what is it really?
I mean, the light body, it's a higher frequential body than the three-dimensional body. You know, we have our spirit and we are here in the earth for growing and learning and developing. And with the time comes the time when our spirit is more grown than this physical body. So we just need an update or to change this physical body. It's the same like the technology develops. So you need always new things and you need to change your older phone to a newer one, for example. So it's the same with the light body. There comes a time when the three-dimensional body is so limited and cannot give a person enough freedom to live in this body. Actually, a light body, we are multidimensional beings, you know, and at the moment, at this moment of the earth, on the earth, your three-dimensional body manifested, but you can grant your light body here to the earth, and you can live, you can connect to your spirit, to this light body. You need to imagine it like a car. You can choose a car and then go with this car, but if you want, you can choose another car, a newer car. Our spirit not in the body, you know. It's just like a figure. We are exploring and learning and experimenting through this body, but we are not in this body. So we can choose in between which body we use. And for it, we can use it a light body. It means that your cells filled with light, and you have a higher frequential body. And thank you for this. You feel and you have lots of beneficial and lots of. It works different way than a three-dimensional body. So even the dimensional body is more denser body. So you need to treat it more physically to get changes on your physical body. And the light body is the frequency is higher frequential, so it works more through energies. And for example, if you want to if you want to change your shape, your physical shape, or you want to change anything on your body. On the physical body, you need to do sport, for example. You need to suffer in the gym hours to can change your shape in your physical body. But then the light body working through energies. So you can work through energy and the mental work. You just do a meditation, and little by little you can change your image, your physical image. And this is the same like any kind of illnesses. When a three-dimensional body is ill, then you go for a doctor, or you need a different kind of medicines. You need something or somebody who helps to this physical body to can be treated. But in the light body, you just leave a consciousness out from the duality when everything is one, everything is whole. So you don't need anything from outside to feel you complete. And in the illnesses, it's the same. You can heal yourself if you, for some reason, you just get out from the balance. You can rebalance again your body and just heal yourself alone. And it has a lot more beneficial thing. For example, manifestation also. As this body is working on a higher frequency, the manifestation is just working so quickly and so efficient. Not like the three-dimensional body; it's a denser energetically body. I had my transition in 2016 when I started to do fasting. I was consuming just water. Meanwhile, I was breastfeeding, and I started to meditate. And then I had, through my meditation, I had like an enlightenment. And in this enlightenment, I experimented how my three-dimensional body was changed to a light body. And I felt what means completeness and what means when you feel whole yourself and you don't need anything from outside. And after this enlightenment, I felt how my new body started to change and open the energy chakras on it. And it lasted like more or less 1 month until I felt that they are working on my body, and I felt how opening my energy points on my body, and how starts to flow the energy through my body.
Let me just ask you a little bit about the light body, some more questions about it. I'd love to hear more about your experience. There are a lot of questions coming up in my mind. So, from my understanding, we have different bodies. We have the mental body, the emotional body, we have the astral body. The astral body I've been very familiar with in my lucid dreams. I've been very aware of my astral body. And then we have some more bodies, I think, as well. So the light body, which part of the bodies is that? Is that like a general term, more of these bodies? Or is it one of the specific layers that is connected to our chakras? Because each body is connected to a chakra, from what I understand as well.
Yeah, you need to imagine like an onion, and an onion has different layers, and in the center of the onion is like a source. You're just going home, and we started and we separated from the source to illusion, like in an illusion that we can experiment and learn, and then go back to the source when everything is one. So, as you have these layers, the same being has different layers, different bodies on different frequency, on different dimensions. And the three-dimensional reality has a certain frequency, so certain things can be seen and can be manifested here in the planet Earth. And until these days, the light body couldn't manifest it here. So you existed in your light body, but in different dimensions. But now you can take your light body here to the planet, and you can connect your spirit to this body.
So this energy or this light body, it doesn't mean, right, that anything physically it's different. It's just that you're saying that the cells are filled with light and the frequency is different, but it's not, it doesn't look different, right? It doesn't, or it feels different, but it doesn't look different, or what is
Yes
the
and no.
difference? Yes and no. Okay.
Yes and no. Yeah. Your physical reality manifests you. So it's like something which is coming from inside you, and like rays of light, you just exploring, or you just how you say it in English. You just press it out, and this energy will be like, it's an ice, you know, when everything, when you feel it physically, it's just ice energy. You need to imagine like this. So everything, your reality, your physical reality around you, this is just your pressed energy, what you are pressing out. And this is what manifests around you on the physical reality. So your body also will start to change. I have much more energy since then than before, and my life is more joyful. I'm feeling an immense love inside, and as I'm feeling this love, I get back the same love through my connection with people, because I just radiate this, and this is what but this is what I'm receiving back. And also, I had an issue about everything is one and what is self-love. All these things I couldn't practice, and I couldn't understand it. Maybe with some of the meditation, I could experiment with what is self-love, but 2 or 3 hours later, I really couldn't feel it again. And since this transformation, I really can live and experiment all these things, what it means. But you really need to feel it until you don't know what it is. So yeah, I have self-love, and also changed my face also, and my hair. I have better hair. I have better skin. I have stronger nails. So like in physically, I can see it also that comes more vitamin or minerals, or name how you want, to my body. But I know that it's working like this. We are the light, and we expressing ourselves to the world, and this is what become material things. So whatever you are, the things around you and your physical body will express your being.
It's super interesting. Is this something that is happening to more people now? I mean, this is a topic I haven't heard that much about, like I said in the beginning. But do you feel that this is something that now is coming forward in this time, that we we are in a big ascension process, a lot of people are speaking about, and something happened in 2012. So is this like a natural progression of that?
Exactly. The gates open, and now the growing, the development process, the going back to home is just starting to process so quickly, and more people are experimenting this.
So in 2016, where this happened, can you take us back and tell us a bit more about it? Was it something that just happened to you, that it kind of was a grace? Because many people either experience these mystical experiences or enlightenment or awakening through grace, that it just happens, and others I experience are practicing, and then that is a natural result of that. So what was the case with you? Was it all of a sudden this change, or was it like a result of years with working on the inner self and your inner work?
Yeah, I will start from my planet Earth life. I was born totally blinded. So I couldn't have connection to outer world.
Oh, you were blind.
No blind, I blind energetically, so I couldn't have connection,
Okay.
spiritual connection.
Okay.
And then, but inside, I knew that there is something. So when I was 14, I started to read the spiritual books, and I started to meditate, and I really felt that wow, this is the thing what I'm searching. So I really jumped into the spiritual things, and I started to investigate. I went to different gurus, different masters, and I tried different meditation techniques and everything, and I was really concentrated to it. But still, I didn't have the connection what I wanted to get. And thank you for these teachings. What I got from different masters. Every time I just got that. Oh, this is not for me. This is not for me. This is not for me. And I did also last time regressions and cleaning myself and protect myself from energies, because I had lots of health issues, also digestive problems and things like this. And I saw that all these things because of the bad energies, and so I tried to protect myself, and I was investigating, and nothing gave me the solution what I was searching. And then, like last thing, I started to do fasting. I said, okay, I tried every diet on the world. I tried every meditation technique on the world. Nothing worked for me. And somehow, yes, they worked, but not. I felt inside that there is something more. And then I tried the fasting, and then happened this alignment. What I say to you. But later, with this alignment, lots of channels opened on me. So since then, I have connection to the source, or to God, or name how you want. And I now I see the whole picture, how it is, and I know that I'm coming from the higher frequential place here to help other people, to teach them in their ascension.
So you finally got that connection that you had been yearning for so many years.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about what happened in that meditation. I can't quite imagine what that experience was like, all of a sudden opening up all these channels. And you're also saying that you connected to some beings, that they were working on you. Can you tell us what kind of connection you have?
Yes, I just felt that how non-physical beings started to work on me. And I just experimented how they changed my physical body and how I get a new body. It was like a sensation, like when a snake, for example, a snake just left the old skin and just continued the journey with the new skin. So I just felt something like this. I left there the old body, and I just got a new body. But at that time, this new body, I just felt like I hardly could walk at that moment when I had this switch. So after the meditation, I finished it, and I really couldn't. I didn't know what happened, because I didn't know what is light body. I didn't know. I just experimented this change, and then I experimented that I hardly can walk. It's just so weak. This new body. It's like a baby when born. Need time until this baby can ground and be strong and learn how to live here on the physical world. So I needed this time also. And then I went home and I continued with my meditations, and during 1 month I felt like how once a week they worked on my body. So I was doing my normal activity, because They didn't call the door that not coming your session. It happened just immediately. I just felt that I cannot move. I need to stop, and I just felt the energy how moving on my body and out from the body and everything.
Did they explain to you what was going on? I mean, did you know about the concept of receiving a new body? Because if that happened to me, I'm not sure if I would have understood what was going on with me.
No, I didn't know it. I didn't know what happened. I just trusted because it was a very good feeling.
Okay.
So I didn't want to stop it. I really enjoyed the journey, but I didn't know what happened in me. I just trusted and knew that it's good for me because I felt myself so good. And later, it's like the same like a baby. For the baby, also need time to be conscious here in the world. So I also needed this time to ground this new body, to be strong this body, to can grant more and more life through this body and then express it, and also needed my mind to can understand what happened, but it needed time.
Very interesting. So, breatharian lifestyle, living on light, what does that mean? Does that mean that you're not eating that much? Or, I mean, we all have to eat, right? Or...
Or no? Yeah, breatharian lifestyle first came to my world. As I told you, I had digestive problems all my life, allergies, and there was a time when I discovered that my health state connected the food what I'm eating. So I started to lighter my diet until I started to eat just fruit. And beginning, I felt improvement on my health, but later, I again came back the same health issues. So I just realized with the time that the diet is not everything. But at that time, I thought that, okay, I need to quit all the food because this is what makes me ill. So that's why also I started fasting. I said, okay, I won't consume any physical food. And later, when I had this transition, I continued not consuming food, just water, during 4 months.
You did not eat anything?
No.
Is that really, really possible?
Yeah. I lived like this, and I was breastfeeding intensely at that time. I didn't know also what I can expect it, because when you are breastfeeding and you are doing this transition, I just didn't know what will happen. So I said myself, if my milk will stop, I will stop the process, because for me it's so important to feed my child.
Of course.
And it's not stopped. So I could breastfeed her, and I'm living in South Spain, and it happened in summertime, so it's so hot here. And I didn't have to drink a lot. So sometimes I just passed 1 day or 2 days without drinking even. And I was on the beach breastfeeding my child.
But that is because you're in a light body, right? That wouldn't be possible in a physical body, because otherwise, why does people starve to death? Why anorexia? Why do we starve when we don't eat? It doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah. Later, but through this process, I also had another switch when I realized that, okay, I'm not eating now, but because I started to do fasting, because I blamed, I thought that the physical food is so bad, this is making me ill, so that's why I started to fast, and I was so obsessed not eating anything. The universe wanted to teach me that there is no good and bad. So I just started after 4 months. I just started to feel that, okay, I'm living like this, but I'm still not whole. I'm still not balanced. I'm still not happy. So what's happening here? And then I understood that what it's all about and what's meaning, the wholeness. When you go to the light body, it means that you are out from the duality. Duality means there is good and bad. But really, you know that there is no good and bad. Nothing can harm for you. Everything is love and everything is you. And everything what we have around here is just an illusion to learn. And then I understood it about the breatharianism, why I could maintain that much without eating and still live. Because I'm whole, I'm complete. I don't need other things to make me complete. When you are in a duality world and duality consciousness, you're always in a needness state. You always need love from other people. You need work for financial freedom. You need eat, feed yourself. You need to go on vacation, a beautiful place to feel good self, to feel yourself good. You need to go places to feel yourself good, but really you don't need anything. You are whole and complete the way how you are. And this is the breatharianism, the pranic state. And I'm not just saying about connected to the food. It's like everything. When you are whole, when you're complete, and you don't need anything. And also, people are thinking, okay, you are not eating, but then have you energize your body? But you don't need to energize your body. You are already the love and joy, what you are seeking. You don't need to seek it outside. You are.
It makes sense to me. How it makes sense from my perspective is that you have reached some level, not that there are different, hierarchy levels, but an expanded awareness where that is true for you. And when something is true and you know it, I think our reality changes in a sense. But from the third dimensional perspective, if that is not a belief we really have deeply, then other things manifest in a sense. That's how I can make sense of this and understand it. So tell us a little bit about, is this something that more of us can experience by will? Because I understand that you are working with this. You have body or light body activations. So tell us about how can we, without having years perhaps and years of meditation and inner work like you did and fasting, how can we experience to activate our light bodies?
Yeah, it's so important, the intention, why you want to do it. Lots of people are thinking that, again, it's so important about the eating disorder, as you say, anorexia, bulimia, and you can develop eating disorder on any kind of diet, and also on a pranic lifestyle. You can force it, not eating, because you think that you will be more enlightened if you not eat, and you just force. But then you are not in the wholeness state. You are not in the completeness. This means this state that you are always complete and you are living from your heart, from your love. So you cannot do anything which is not coming from your heart. And that's why sometimes we are eating and sometimes we're not. So if I grew up here and I have memories with food, and I also have a family, and I'm be with people around me who are eating. And sometimes I share food with them because it's coming from my heart to share with them food and or to enjoy a kind of taste. And it really means that being in a wholeness at any time. And about the light body activations, in 2018, I was asked to be in service to other people who want to reach this light body or who wants to change their manifestation to a light body. And since then I channeled the online program, 4 days online program. It's called preparation process, where we are prepare our physical body to this change. And I also have a retreat, 7 days retreat, where we do the activation itself. And later I show the participants how they can ground this new body and how they can live with this new being. You create your reality. If the participants come to change the manifestation to a light body, it will happen. The person who are connected with me, they are already in the spiritual path and spiritual work, so they are not started from zero. And the changes all happens. And also later you will receive like gifts. Everybody is different because we are unique beings. And everybody receive later different gifts. I can say that everybody lives change afterwards. I mean, normally they change their jobs and they dedicate really what's passionate about it, what's coming from inside, and they change their relationships through family. They have a more loving relationship through the family. It's like when a candle, you take a dark room and this candle starts to illuminate the room. It's the same happening when you have a light body and when you have that high consciousness. You are go back to your normal life. You will radiate this light, and the persons around you automatically start to change.
Yeah, I believe that too. So just to go back to your program, so you first have an online program. So because we need to prepare, let's say I'm going to your program, I need to prepare then for 4 days, and then you do the work on the retreat. So you kind of need both, like both the online.
No, it depends. I have clients who just do the online preparation. It also depends about when I'm working with clients. Not me who I'm working. I'm just working there as a medium, a channeler. So what things happen there, it depends the person. So the level of the person, the level of the client who I'm working with. And some people happens that through the online process they already get the light body and can activate it. And somebody need the retreat. So it depends. But I have clients also who just come to the retreat and it's okay. It's up to you which one you and how you want to do it.
Do you think that there might be many people walking around with a light body, not knowing it? That transition has happened through their inner work, for instance? Because I've been speaking with so many transformational teachers who are, I feel, having a very expanded awareness. So perhaps they are in a light body as well?
I mean, if you have this switch, you will know it. And you can name it, it's called not light body in the physical language. They just don't speak from it. But I'm sure that they know that they already are living in a different body because you just feel it, you know it.
It's such a difference.
Yeah. It's lots of difference. So you just cannot compare the two living, the two life.
Amazing. It's very inspiring. Wow. Is there anything else you would like to mention that you feel is important to know?
Yeah, it also happened with me that, for example, my three-dimensional body came from my parents, So I just felt this being is a daughter of my parents. And also I had energetically connection always with my family, with my parents. And when I had this rebirth or this transformation, I just felt that this body, what I received, it's just connected to my higher self, and it's not connected anymore to my parents.
Right.
I don't know if you can understand it, but
Yeah, was there a sadness over that you feel like the connection between your parents changed in a sense?
no, I'm feeling more happy because I'm just feeling that now I can be 100%. I don't need to take all the energy stuff which coming from my family.
Oh, right.
I still have a connection with them and I love them, but I see more them like a friend or something like this. I don't feel this energy connection, and I know that, and I'm sure that lots of people know that you're just taking lots of things from the family, lots of programizations, lots of belief system, and some persons' illnesses also. It's like it's in your DNA. You are in this circle, and you can work on yourself and just block yourself and heal all these things. But it's so difficult. It's like a kind of when you want to repair an old car. You can repair it somehow, but it's better to buy a new one. So I just felt how this new body connect 100% to my higher self, and also like this body is 100% me. I can ground my light, my spirit even better and even more to this body than the previous one. I couldn't ground myself that much at the other body.
Oh, that's interesting. Even though it was denser, you couldn't ground yourself as much. But now you
No,
can.
my body was here, and for example, my spirit is here, and yeah, I could connect it in some way, but not all the way, because it was different. And now with this new body, I'm feeling that I own the body.
Do you have like a before and after picture, and can you see like the difference between how you were before in your physical body? Do you really see a difference yourself?
Yeah. Wow. I can show you. I will send it to you.
I'd love to see. I'd love to see.
Yeah.
Wow, this is very inspiring, I gotta say. I'm so puzzled by all the opportunities we have, all the ways into this work. There's so many tools, there's so many beautiful ways to become more of who we are, and to me this is one way. Of course it's not for everyone, but for some of you guys you might be really connecting with this, and then you can reach out to Adrienn and learn more.
At the end it's the work that everybody needs to go back to the source and then to go back home. So
yeah.
At the end everybody needs to do it. And the very funny thing that I had the two pregnancy, and my first pregnancy I had with the normal three-dimensional body, and my second pregnancy had with the light body. And I can just see the difference between both, and it's so amazing also how many changed. And how much more easily with this second pregnancy, and it's just amazed me too.
Is the children different as well in a sense, or do they have does the last baby that you birthed through your light body, does he or she has a light body then, or?
Yes, she's different also. I don't want to enter to this topic because it's another topic. But yes, she's different too. But I felt myself through the pregnancy, I had much more energy. I didn't have any illnesses but by first pregnancy, I had nausea, I vomited, and I felt myself so heavy. But with this pregnancy, I didn't feel it. I was shining, I was glowing. I felt myself so good. And then in the recovery, now I'm 5 months postpartum, and I have lots of energy. I started to do again sport, and I'm rarely sleep, and I can do much more things. And it's just a gift. It's just amazing.
Well, thank you so much for sharing. This is very interesting. And for everyone who's interested in learning more, they can find you on your website and check out your programs and retreats. So, Adrienn, thank you so much for showing up today, and all the best with your exciting and beautiful work.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much for watching, everybody. And remember to subscribe to my channel if you haven't before. Much light. Bye-bye.